bopping on like me too.
Okay, good morning. I just wanted to hop on and talk about I'm just having like an overwhelming feeling of hope and joy. I kind of just like wanted to talk about that for a second. So today I am doing a Bible study called Dealing with Uncertainty. I am on the third day of this Bible study. I'm supposed to be done with this Bible study, but I'm a busy person. Okay, so anyways, this one is called Laying Down Your Expectations. It's talking about the story of Moses when he brings the Israelites out of Egypt. And we've been going through this story throughout the series, so I'm on day 3 now, so we're kind of in the middle of it. Anyways, let me just like go over the study with you, go through like my favorite parts of it and blah blah blah. And yeah, so the first part of the study says Exodus 32:1. When the people saw that Moses delayed to come down from the mountain, the people gathered themselves together to Aaron and said to him, "Up made us God who shall go before us." So I don't really know what that means because I do not understand the literature inside of a Bible in like any other version except for the easy to read version. I don't know what version that is actually, but real quickly I will look up the easy to read version. My baby's over there playing. Anyways, this is my little notebook. So go look at Exodus 32:1 in the easy to read version on the Bible app. It says, "The people saw that a long time had passed and Moses had not come down from the mountain. So they gathered around Aaron. They said to him, 'Look, Moses led us out of the land of Egypt, but we don't know what has happened to him. So make us some gods to go before us and lead us.'" So they are led out of Egypt. They're in this battle. The Israelites defeat the Amalekites because Moses has his arms in the air the entire battle. So Moses is on the hill watching over this battle. As long as Moses' arms are up, they would defeat the Amalekites. They win this battle. The Israelites win this battle. They come down the mountain and Moses does not come down the mountain, and the people are getting pissed. They're like, "Yo, you brought me out of Egypt and we've just been sitting." They sit for 40 days. The study goes on to say 400 years is how long the Israelites waited for God to deliver them from slavery. After 40 days of waiting, the Israelites are frustrated. Their delayed expectations lead to poor decisions. They stop listening to God completely and they would pursue whatever pleased them. Instead of doing what pleases God, they would please themselves. So then it goes on to say, if you've ever felt frustrated in a time of uncertainty, in a time where you end up waiting longer than you're expecting to, like if you've ever asked God for something and then it doesn't come until like years and years and years later, or until months later, blah blah blah. You ask God for something and he doesn't give it to you when you want it, or you don't get something when you want it and you just get like disappointed. You start focusing on your disappointments and instead of like focusing your attention to the fact that God is still in control. So it goes on to say that it is so important to remember that wait is never wasted. It's never wasted. It says the Israelites couldn't see it at the time, but God was not withholding his promises. And if you have not had any of those times yet, like have faith, believe in my story, like that God will deliver you from these times that we're in, that we are not, when we're unsure of, we're uncertain. With all these things going on that you've been dwelling on, what might be God trying to teach you in this? Like, what is God trying to teach you? And And I'm just gonna redo what I wrote just because I feel like it says a lot about my hope. Like, I'm so happy and I'm so hopeful, and I hope that other people can have this kind of hope in their life. So that's why I'm sharing this. Some of this I'm not gonna read to you because, bitch, but most of it I will. I really believe God is trying to instill patience and faith in my heart and in my life. He wants me to wait for something very big. He wants me to continue growing in Him and learning how to love and teach others, so that when my dreams and careers come true, which some already have, I literally wrote that. And then I wrote in parentheses again, but I have so much more. And so does He, because I have ADHD. And when I get to that point, He wants me to be have such a strong foundation that nothing can nothing can set me off. Nothing can remove the faith from me, that nothing can remove the hope from my life and the belief in God and like the belief in myself and the love for others. He wants it to be so instilled in my head and my heart that by the time I get there, I am going to have so many things thrown at me that I'm gonna need to be so centered. I'm gonna need to be so faithful, and I'm gonna need to be so reliant on Him. So He's trying to instill in me that this is what I need to do right now in order to be that way when I get there. So He doesn't want me to lose sight of the mission. I wrote win, send, train, but it's win, train, send. So win, train, send. That's my mission, is to win people to Christ, train people, and send them to spread the word about God. He wants me to remember always how to treat others, view life, and etc. My camera keeps turning off.